Obsidian Flame Pokemon cards have just been revealed, and for the first time ever, we're seeing them in English way before we see them in Japanese. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You're watching the channel Dr.Applesauce 2. My name's Will. It's another beautiful day here in Texas. I hope you guys know that I love you, God loves you, and that there is an awesome plan for your life. So we're just getting technically Paldea Evolved isn't even released yet. The official release date is in 2 days on Friday, but we are starting to see some promos and some Obsidian Flame Pokemon cards get revealed, and Obsidian Flame doesn't come out until August 11th. So we're still several months away from Obsidian Flame, and the really cool thing about this is usually what's typical is you get the Japanese reveals first. Well, we haven't even had the Japanese reveals first, but we have had the cards revealed from Obsidian Flame, specifically the promo cards from the build and battle kits. This is very interesting and really kind of exciting because some of these cards look pretty cool. So let's take a look at them and see what they're all about. So first up, we have Clefa from Obsidian Flames. First of all, I really love the logo on the right hand side. I just think the logo looks really good. Clefa is a baby Pokemon. We haven't had a real Clefa card since like 2018, 2019, not including the reprint from Celebration. So that's kind of interesting that this is the first actual Clefa card we're getting in several years. And so basically, if you don't know what these are, when you get a pre-release promo in a build and battle kit, every build and battle kit has a promo that's on top of the deck, kind of like a deck leader, kinda. And what we're gonna see here is some special abilities and stuff. So Clefa has a really cool ability, Grasping Draw. Actually, it's not an ability, it's a move that costs 0. Draw cards until you have 7 cards in your hand. Actually, really cool. Now, there's a lot of things about this card that make it super vulnerable. It could get KO'd real easily and stuff like that. But in a pre-release and in a limited format where you have a Pokemon with a free retreat and you have a Pokemon with a free move that allows you to draw cards until you have 7 cards in hand, if you can get this in play at the beginning of the game, this is going to be really powerful. Really cool to see this as the first promo that we're seeing from Obsidian Flames. Next up, we have Mawile. Mawile, first and foremost, I think the artwork on Mawile looks really good. But there's nothing special about Mawile's attack. It's 3 energy for 90. Yeah, that's nothing special at all whatsoever. But the interesting thing is the ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may discard a special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. That may be popular and work well in a limited format, but typically in a normal standard type of format, you know that Mawile isn't really going to be that powerful. But I know there are a lot of people out there that really like Mawile. You may be watching this and loving Mawile, and so that's a really cool card and really interesting ability. It could be better, but you know, not bad at all. Next up is a really good one, and this is the first time we have ever seen Palafin. This is a Gen 9 Pokemon, and like I said, this is the first time we've ever seen this Pokemon get a card. So Palafin is a stage 1. Beautiful artwork, first of all. It's like an evolved, souped up, jacked up dolphin jumping out of the water or something. Looks really cool. The first ability for one attack, for one water energy, Jet Punch. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Actually kind of cool and kind of powerful if you can get it to work properly. But then the second one, Justice Kick, if this Pokemon didn't move from the bench to active spot this turn, this attack does nothing. So basically, if you're moving Palafin from your bench to your active spot, you can get this Pokemon to do 210 damage. Like I said, in a limited format, if you're playing Obsidian Flames pre-release, this is actually kind of a powerful attack, specifically in pre-release, because you're not really going to have a whole lot of Pokemon V, you're not really have a whole lot of Pokemon EX that you're going to go up against. You may have a few if people pull them from their extra packs, but 210 damage for 2 water energy on a stage 1 isn't the best, but like I said, in a limited format, like if you're playing in a pre-release event, it could be pretty good. It could be pretty interesting, but not really in a standard format. Now, this card being the fact that this is the first Palafin Pokemon card that we're getting, and it is a pre-release promo with that nice logo, is pretty cool. And lastly, we have Togekiss. This is probably my favorite of the 4. I really like the Palafin, but I just really like the artwork on Togekiss from Ogacheke, and I like the ability of this card a lot, even though it might not work super well and super smooth, because Togekiss is a stage 2 card, meaning it is the second evolution off of Togepi. You have to evolve Togepi twice, so it's going to take you at least 2 full turns after you play a Togepi to actually get Togekiss up and running if you don't use a rare candy. But the Power Cyclone ability is fine. The Precious Gift ability is actually interesting. It says once at the end of your turn after you attack, you may use this ability. Draw cards until you have 8 cards in hand. So like I said, kind of the general theme with these 4 cards is I think they're going to be pretty good in a limited format. Limited meaning you're opening a box and you're building a deck out of that box, which is what Build and Battle pre-release formats are. I think they could actually be pretty interesting in a limited format, but in a regular standard format, having to evolve up into a stage 2 just so you could get 8 cards or up to 8 cards at the end of your hand, and you only have 150 HP on a stage 2, probably isn't gonna work a lot in standard, but in limited it could be cool. But if we're just looking at the collectability of the card, collectability wise, this is my favorite of the 4. I love the artwork. I've always liked the Togepi line. It's not one of my favorite Pokemon and one of my favorite Pokemon lines, but I have always really liked the Togepi line, and so Togekiss obviously is going to be something that I enjoy. So this is the one that I'll be gunning for from Obsidian Flames. I really like it a lot. I think it's really cool, and I think it's really interesting that we're getting to see these before they're revealed in Japan. I don't believe this has really ever happened before, and if it has, it's definitely not a normal thing for this to happen, but it's cool that we get to see English cards before we're seeing the Japanese reveals, and that's fun, and that's interesting, and that's exciting. And if you think that's exciting and you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It's free for you to do. It's a great way to support the channel, and it really, really does help. So I want to know what you guys think. Drop me a comment down below. What do y'all think about these 4 Obsidian Flame promos that have been revealed before they were revealed in Japan? And if you've had any luck opening Paldea Evolved, drop me a comment down below and let me know what you've hit. And this is incredibly exciting, but something else that's great is that video right there. If you're a huge Pokemon nerd like I am, I think you'll love it. And like I always say, my friends, find somebody to love and serve today and be the change you want to see in the world. See you next time.